Hi guys, I know it's been a long time since I posted a video, and then that last video I just posted it, said I'll be back and I was not. I'm still trying to work out my whole camera and editing situation. Like, I'm looking into getting a computer because I just do everything on my phone, as you guys know. So I edit via record on my phone, and then I just bought me a ring light, and I'm trying to figure out how to work it because I see this shadow behind me, but figure out how to work it, get everything situated. So once I do that, guys, I'll be fully back uploading. On my new schedule, should be every Tuesday and Friday. So yeah, I'll be uploading those. I decided to just start off with 2 videos, make it simple, and then just work my way up to 3. So but yeah, I am back. Ooh, back and ashy as fucking always. Let me. So today's video is going to be a story time. This is not clickbait. This is very seriously, and I'm laughing. I'm smiling because, like, I know it's serious. Me making jokes is how I deal with it. I'm not trying to be rude because I know there are a lot of people who also deal with the same health issues that I deal with. I'm not laughing at it. It's not a playing game. It's just that's how I cope, because like it really took me to a place where I never thought that I would be again. So yeah, today's story time is about the time that I almost died. And last year I kind of talked about it. Last year I kind of talked about it in some of my videos. I never quite frankly just hit it, like talked about it. So today I decided to talk about it because it is leading into some life changes that I am about to make. So yeah, so if you're interested in hearing the story, please keep on watching, and make sure you guys like and comment down below. Let me know, if you guys are going through anything similar or know anybody or just anything you want to say. Just comment down below, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for more uploads, and make sure you guys hit the little bell so you guys can get notified when I upload. So let's just go straight into the story. So let's start the day before, which will be June. I want to say June the 6th. I'll go back in and list all the days. These are just my estimate days because I literally tried to forget this problem, but I can't. So I'll say it was June 5th. I'll say, yeah, June 5th, I was fine. I was actually off that day. I went into work. I was feeling great. I was feeling fine. I got into a little altercation with one of my managers at work, so I got sent home. But I was good. It was no problem. So June 6th, I woke up. Well, let me backtrack a little minute. So before this, before June, May 1st, I had just moved into my apartment, and I was so excited. Moved in. We was talking about furniture and everything. I had a roommate at the time. I had a roommate. So yeah. So we was talking about furniture and all that stuff. We had just moved in. Then on May 17th, it's my birthday, so we had a nice big old party. The 17th and the 18th. No, it was the 17th and the 19th. They came back. So yeah. So me and my roommate had both noticed, because I stayed downtown. And it's a lot of walking downtown, but we had noticed that my breathing was kind of funny. But we know that I have asthma, so we just ruled it off as asthma. I'll go back to the house and take a treatment and be fine. So when June 6th came, I got up and I just didn't feel normal. I didn't feel right. So I literally got up, got ready for work, and I was just out of breath. So I took a treatment, and then again the treatment helped. So I got up and started back moving. So as I was taking the trash to the trash room, which was like it's not that far from it wasn't that far from my apartment. I need to move back. that's neither here or there. So as I was walking to the trash room, I'm just like, no, something don't feel right. I can't go to work today. And let's remind you, today, June 6th, was the day that we started our new schedule. So I will be at work early and get off early. So instead of me doing 1 to 9, yeah, 1 to 9, I was doing 10 to 7. 10 to 7? 10 to 6, 10 to 7, one of those. So I called my friend. I'm like, she already at work because she do morning shift. So I called her and I'm just like, yo, like, something wrong. I think I'm having an asthma attack. I'm not gonna be there. Tell them I'm not coming. And she like, girl, go take a treatment. If you still don't feel better, go home. Go to the hospital. So as I walk back in the room, into the apartment, like, y'all, I'm like, my body is collapsing to the floor. Like, literally, my room, like, to get inside of so like when you walk inside the apartment, it's a little hallway. Then you're gonna go past the kitchen and past the living room to get to my room. So as I come through the door, I just feel my body breaking down. So I literally am on all fours crawling to my room. So I stopped in the living room and I just laid out, like, my arms was out, and my roommate came out the room and she was like, are you okay? What's wrong? And I was like, I think I'm having an asthma treatment. I said asthma treatment. I think I'm having an asthma attack. So she like, well, go take a treatment and then, let me know. I'm about to get in the shower, because she also had to get ready. She had to get ready to go to work too, but her little sisters was in her room. So she came in there with me again as I was taking the treatment. I called my mama like, hey, Mom, I think I'm having an asthma attack. Can you take me to the hospital? Because, like, at this point, I kind of knew it wasn't an asthma attack, but that was the only medical issue that I knew I had. And, like, it was messing with my breathing. So I'm just like, yeah, it's asthma. I need to go to the hospital. So she like, take a treatment and call me back and let me know, because she was already at work. And if you in St. Louis, I'm downtown on Washington, and she works all the way. I had said my mama job and I don't want to, so she works at a hospital in the county. Just know that. That's a little drive from down there to where I'm at. So I took the treatment and I stood up and started walking in. I'm just like, nah, let me call her back. And I told her, I'm like, nah, Ma, like, I called off work, but I need to go to the hospital. Like, this not no normal asthma attack. Something wrong. And she like, okay, just stay put until I get there. So I'm just in the bed laying there. I'm fine while I'm not moving. I'm fine. So my roommate like, okay, well, I'm about to go get in the shower, get ready for work. I'm like, all right, cool. So a little time goes past, and then my mama called me, and she like, I'm downstairs, I'm outside. I'm like, okay, cool. So I get up to walk outside the apartment. And so remind you, I'm walking through the living room and I pass the hallway. And y'all, like, when I tell you, I was just so dizzy, I just, boom, fell right there in the hallway. Like, literally right in front of my door. Like, I just fell right there. And so I was like blacking in and out, like coming in and out. Like, I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't like scream for help or nothing. I just like, I couldn't. I heard my phone ringing. Like, I just couldn't do nothing. Like, I was just falling, like closing my eyes and seeing just black, and then just opening them like real quick, trying to lift my body up to stay up so I won't like fall back. So I'm just laying out on the floor. Then all of a sudden, I just started throwing up. Like, it was, at first it was like clearish water. I'm sorry if this is a little too graphic, or like you can, like, I'm sorry, but like this is what happened. So I'm just like, damn, like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm just throwing up. At first it was like water, then it just started being mucusy and green. It was just a lot of it. So my sister FaceTimed me. Like, God was really on my side that day, because my phone literally was in my hand, and I was laid out with my hand over my head. And when I lifted up and I answered the phone for my sister, I'm like, Paige, like, she like, Mama on her way up there, like, call the police or whatever. So I swear, if my sister wouldn't have kept calling my phone, y'all, like, I probably would have checked out. Like, she kept calling me. Like, me hearing that ringing, it was making me hop up. So I called the police, and I was on the phone with her, and I was just like talking, and like on my, like, by the grace of God, as soon as I got on the phone with the police, my mama came through. And it's so hard to get in my building because you got to have a fob. So she came, and I was just like, oh my God, thank God. And she saw me laid out, like, literally, like, throw up all over my body. Like, it was a mess. So she talking to the ambulance, like the 911 lady, to get the ambulance to me. So as I'm laid out on the floor, my roommate and her sisters come out, and her sisters like, oh my God, like, what's going on? Like, and it's so crazy because, like, our apartment was soundproof, but you could still hear a little stuff. So that's to show, like, her room is right in front of the wall, right, like, literally it's the wall, her room, and I was on the floor. So they all came out, and she was like, damn, like, what's going on? So, like, the ambulance get there, the paramedics get there or whatever, and they give me a breathing treatment. And that at that time, the breathing treatment just was not working. So then what they did was gave me an oxygen mask. Boy, when I tell you they gave me that oxygen mask, like, that was like, I didn't even know what to describe it. Like, breathing through that oxygen mask, like, it brought so much life back to my body. Like, I was so happy. Like, I was crying. I was so crying. I was crying. I was filled with, like, tears of joy because, like, I thought I was dying. I didn't think I was dying. I knew I was dying. I was dying. So they was like, okay, we got to stand you up. Why am I crying? It's like I'm reliving it. They was like, they got to stand me up so I can get on the stretcher so they can take me to the hospital. So as I'm getting up, I'm still having trouble breathing. I'm not breathing right. So I sit on the stretcher, and they trying to debate on which hospital to take me to. Then all of a sudden, like, my eyes closed, and when they opened again, we was rushing down the hallway to get me into the elevator and get me out the building and onto the in the paramedic truck. So, like, I'm just steady closing my eyes, blacking out, blacking in, like, coming back, going out, coming back, going out, coming back. And so, like, the paramedics, he trying to talk to me like, you can harm, like, he's saying stuff to me, and my brain is processing it, but the answers to the questions that he was asking me was not coming out. Like, I just kept saying, I can't right now. I'm trying to save my breath. Like, I can't. And he like, you can if you can say that. I'm just like, no, I can't. Like, I'm trying to still breathe here. So they finally put the oxygen mask back on me, and then we end up going to what hospital is that? We end up going to SLU. Yeah, we went to SLU. So as I'm just waiting on my room so the doctor can, I'm waiting in the waiting room so the doctor could come and check on me or whatever, see what's wrong. They come and tell me that I have 2 big blood clots in my lungs. That were closing my airways, so I was basically suffocating to death. So yeah, I was basically suffocating to death. So I had to go into emergency surgery. I had to go into an emergency surgery, which what they had to do is take a long little thin, 2 long thin tubes. Sorry, I had a phone call. Thank God I had the phone call. Now I can regather myself. But where was I? Oh yeah, so where was I? Oh yeah, so I'm in a room, and he comes and tells me that I have to have an emergency surgery or whatever. So the surgery process was 2 long tubes, had to get stuck in between my thigh and my stomach. So, like, not on my vagina, but by it, in between my thigh and my stomach. So I got a text message, I'm sorry. So I had to get it in between my thigh and my stomach, and then they stuck it up through my body into my lungs to shoot the medicine to break down the blood clots. So I was scared. I was terrified. I was crying. My mama was crying. My roommate was crying. Like, was terrified. Like, straight terrified. So before I went to surgery, my godmama was there. So I talked to her for a little bit. So yeah, like I went back there and I had the surgery, which I was awake during the process. They just numbed me. So I didn't feel it, but I felt a lot of pressure. And I was just nervous because um when I was back before he told me, he like, we gotta get you into the emergency surgery now because you're dying. Like, you dying. Like, your organs were shutting down. Like, you're dying. So after the surgery or whatever, I come out, I'm okay. I have to do some more tests. I have to go get my heart looked at. I forget what they called, but yeah, I have to go get I'm gonna put them on the screen when I look at all the paperwork, because I still got my paperwork from it. So I had to get my heart looked at, which they had to stick me with some medicine, and it made my body go cold then hot. Like, I had to go on the machine, the big scoped around machine that, the big sculpted around machine that go around your body. I had to go in there, and then I had to get my heart looked at in my lungs, and I had to get my lungs looked at too. And then I also had to go get another scan of my whole body to see if I had any more blood clots and where they came from. So so after the surgery, I couldn't move for, was it a day? I think it was 24 hours. It was 24 hours. Or was it 2 days? It was either 1 or 2 days where I had to lay straight in the bed. Like, I couldn't move. I couldn't get up to go to the bathroom. I had to get a catheter in. Like, I couldn't sit up. I just had to lay straight. And like, when the doctors came in to talk to me and tell me what happened, like, that was just like, your body, where you were dying, you were shedding, your organs were shutting down. And like, I know this may be a little too much, but I had took my final pee and poop. Like, I was dying. So I'm sorry if that was too much, but literally this is the story. I'm just telling y'all like what happened. So as I'm in there, I'm just laying in the bed, and they're just checking on my breathing. So the day, I was already in the hospital for 2 days. Then the third day they came in there, I think I was in the hospital for 4 or 5 days total. The second day they came in there, they took me off the oxygen that they put in your nose. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I was so terrified. Like, I did not sleep. Like, thankfully, I had, like, all my friends checked on me, and my sisters and my family was there. But, like, I had 2 people, like, when I was in the room by myself, like, once everybody left and it was nighttime, like, that's when I was the scaredest, because I thought I was going to die in my sleep. So I literally had 2 people that, like, I was texting throughout the night, and like, they was up with me, making sure I was good. Like, some real friends. Like, I literally had my friend, like, shout out to my girl Nene, like, the whole time I was in the hospital, she called me, checked on me all the time. Like, my other friends did too, but like, she was like constantly calling me. But yeah, so everybody who came to see me was like my sisters, my auntie, daddy, like, everybody came, and I appreciate everybody that actually came too, like, as well. But like, those nights where I was in there by myself was the loneliest, because I just didn't know if I was gonna die or not. So I had to get blood drawn from my arms. Like, I had to get so much blood drawn from my arms. Like, I had bruises, like, up and down both sides of my arm. Like, it was so many, like, it was so much, it was so much bruises on my body. And then the second and third day, I got the tube removed out. And that was like such a relief, because like, I just felt so much pressure right there. So when it was finally out, they wanted me to slowly lay my legs off the bed and slowly get back to walking and moving around. And like, y'all, I was so happy because I could finally take a shower. Like, they cleaned me up. My mama, she cleaned me up. but I needed a shower. Like, y'all, like, I had so much sticky stuff on me from all of the chemicals that was putting on me, the gels and the tape stuff. Like, my arms had like tape from blood. Like, you know when they draw your blood, they put that on there. My arms had that on there right here, like where the surgeries and my thigh, you know, that stuff they put on you, all of that was just sticky. Like, I felt so dirty. So I was so happy to get in the shower. I felt so dirty. But they told me, to make a long story short, they told me that if I wanted to leave the hospital early, because I was supposed to be in there for longer than what I stayed, but they told me if I stick myself in the stomach with shots, give myself shots in the stomach, that I could leave early. So I had to take blood thinners, and I had to give myself 2 shots, one in the morning. What was it, 1 shot? It was 2 blood thinners and 1 shot. I used to have to a blood thinner in the morning, the shot, and then another blood thinner. I think it was 2 shots too. I think it was 2 blood thinners and 2 shots. So the shots made me so woozy. It made me sick to my stomach. Like, them shots was no joke. Like, I had little bitty bruises on my stomach from taking the shots. Like, I wish I would have took pictures and stuff, but like, honestly, I didn't never want to talk about this, or, you know, tell anybody that didn't know that this happened. So, and it's just like, not me being embarrassed or ashamed. I was just scared, just scared. So like, when I finally went back home, I ended up going to my apartment, and I had my sister, thank God, like, my little sister and my niece was on. It was either summer break or spring break, one of the breaks, but like, all of them, it was my niece, my nephew, my little sister, and my big sister. They literally stayed with me like the whole time I was out the hospital. Like, I love them so much for that, because like, y'all, I was straight scared to go to sleep. Like, my friend, he was like, you need to tell them, like, you scared to go to sleep. So I told them, and they was there for me. Like, that's why I did but yeah. My sisters. But yeah, what else happened after that? Yeah, I got a lot of doctor's appointments after that. I still have some now. I am doing much better. I actually am not taking the blood thinners, and I don't have to give myself shots in the stomach no more. So that's good. I'm doing way better. I'm trying to remember everything that happened. I was out of work for about 3 months. June, July. Yeah, I was out of work for 3 months. I was supposed to be out longer, but I had literally just moved into my apartment, and like, I had to go to work, baby girl, because I got to pay these bills. Like, rent was not cheap. Rent was not cheap. I had to pay them bills. So I ended up going back to work earlier. Then I was just like, my mind was just like, I was not myself, because like, from a person who planned everything and like control, I love to control stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I like things to go my way, the way I planned it to go. But for that to happen, it completely threw me off track. And like, I had to rethink in my mind. Like, I literally had to rebuild my mind. Like, you are not in control. You cannot control everything. Like, this straight was out of nowhere. Like, and then the scariest part is that we still don't even know where the blood clots came from. If it's a genetics thing, or if it was because like I was traveling. Like, we don't know where it came from. So I need to go take the test on that to see if it is like hereditary or anything. Is the word hereditary, or is it trait? I mean, like a trait, a gene trait. I don't know. Y'all know what I mean. But yeah, like, baby girl. Yeah. So I'm trying to think of what else to say. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know. What else happened? Yeah, y'all, like, literally, y'all, like, I was trying to straight freaking, like, I do not like talking about this, because it puts me at a weak spot and let me know that I am not in control. Like, but yeah, that's all I had to learn. Like, my mind was just, I was just not happy. Like, I was pretending to be okay, but I really wasn't okay. Like, I didn't feel like I had anybody I could like really talk to about it, about how I was feeling and what had really happened, until like my best friend later on, she had the same incident, but hers wasn't as dramatic as mine, but she had the same thing. So now I feel like she can understand me a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, y'all, so that leaves like it's, yeah. So yep, I'm done with this video. Yep, guys, that's the story. Before I straight sit right here and break down the tears, because me just reliving it, thinking it, like it's just all popping back up in my brain, and sis ain't got time for that shit. So yeah, that's the story time on me almost dying. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, make sure you like this video. Leave me a little comment down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, baby. And yeah, I don't know what to say no more. Like, I feel like I was all like, yeah, in the beginning of that video. Then I hit y'all with some sappy, sad shit. And now I'm just like, yeah, what's up? I'm chilling. I'm good. And I'm not. But yeah, it is what it is. So, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me. Make sure you guys stay tuned for some more videos that I got coming out. Like, y'all, I got like a list of content just planned. Boom, boom, boom. As soon as I figure out this freaking recording, editing, and light situation and get my backdrop, like all of that stuff is coming. Everything is in the works. Like, y'all about to be like, damn, this bitch was serious. Like, she taking YouTube really serious now. Hey, y'all, let me go. I'm just rambling. Thank you guys for watching, and love you guys. See you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.